Oh, dear literature students, in this video I'm going to briefly go over our syllabus and our Canvas page. So first thing I want you to do is to access our syllabus page, which is here, primed and ready. And this module that says start here has all the important things at the forefront. And we'll talk about those after I go over our syllabus. So please be so kind as to open here where it says English 102 online. We're going to look at our syllabus together. So the first page is logistical information, introduction to literature. This is a full semester class, so I'm glad you're with us. Welcome aboard, everybody. And this is my name and email. Please reach out. I'm here to help. These are my official office hours, and just please let me know if you ever want to stop by or Zoom. I'm here to help. And also, here is how our school defines our class and its goals, so you can go ahead and check that out. Here's what I like to call the meat and potatoes, as this is the course intro that I wrote for us. It says, Welcome to English 102, Introduction to Literature. I'm so happy to have you aboard. In this course, we'll delve into the captivating world of literature, not just as a collection of words on a page, but as a powerful looking glass, reflecting our lives, our place in the world, and the complexities of human experience. We'll examine a diverse range of short stories, poems, and even a play, each offering a unique perspective on the human condition. Get ready to engage with thought provoking themes, vibrant characters, and captivating narratives that'll challenge, inspire, and ultimately enrich your understanding of the world around you. Our adventure awaits us. So, for our book, I really like the Norton book, the Norton Intro to Literature. Honestly, it doesn't matter too much which version you get, because actually, even if you it doesn't matter too much if you get it or not, because I'm going to provide our readings through Canvas. So I'm going to do everything possible to provide everything on Canvas, but we'll be working with the Norton. So that is that. For materials, I recommend that you have yourself some highlighters so that when we do have readings, you can print out and highlight and annotate. It's important to be an active reader. Obviously, online access, as this is an online class, and everything should be smooth with your Canvas account. If you have issues, you can go to Text and they can help you. So, the big thing to recognize when we're having an online class is called netiquette, net etiquette. And this is the most important thing. Remember the human. There is a person on the other side of that name. It's not a disembodied avatar, but a real person. So remember that. Always be respectful. And it's perfectly normal to disagree with somebody's ideas, but it doesn't give license to attack the person directly. There's no hate speech will be allowed. So, absolutely, it's part of living in a society, disagreeing with somebody. But if you know, be respectful at all times. Remember the human. And that goes just as much from student to student to teacher. So be respectful. I'm your instructor. So don't just call me hey you or hey guy. Mr. Godoy or Professor Godoy is fine. And run a spell check when you reach out to me as well as to your other teachers. So obviously, I'm here to help. Please reach out. I know some students wait until the end when things are awry, but no, please reach out. I'm here to help as soon as possible. Reach out. That's the main thing. So the way it'll work, typically I'll publish our modules every Sunday. What's a module? A module is just a space in the Canvas page that has all our work for the week. So here's our first week, and we'll have everything in there. Our semester is kind of funny because we're starting on a Wednesday, so that's why you're seeing this early. But usually I'll publish modules on Sunday, which will have videos for the lessons or overview or everything you need to know for the week. Additionally, yeah, expect to interact with one another through things like discussion boards and other collaborative opportunities. So, two, if you send a message over the weekend, please wait until Monday for a response. Be patient with a brother because it's the weekend. Another thing, we have a dedicated Q&A space in our Canvas page. I'll show you where that is. If you have questions, you can type it in there, and I'll be monitoring this space throughout our term. So of course, it's it's a literature class, so should go without saying that we'll have readings. Just make sure to do it. Sometimes there'll be a little mini quiz just to make sure that you read it. It's low stakes, not too many points. Just stay on your toes and do the reading. Typically, some of the things we'll do on our modules will be things such as maybe a quiz, or quizzes, or discussion boards, or things like workshops, etc. So basically, all you need to know is just do the work for the module for the week, and you'll be golden. You'll be good. Every week, I'll be publishing the module. So one thing that you need to know is that you can't make up an entire module that you miss. Yeah, it's your job to complete them on time. However, we do have a late homework pass and a late essay pass because life happens. So for the late homework pass, you can turn it in up to a day late after it's due. And what's a homework? A homework is everything that does not happen in real time. So for example, a worksheet or an outline or a write-up, something like this. What it does not work for is something like a discussion board or a peer review workshop, because that happens in real time and there's a set date when it opens and when it closes. Other thing too, there's a late essay pass can be used. So we're going to have 4 essays total in our class. It could be used for any of the first 3, and you can turn it up to 2 days after its deadline. Just let me know if ever you want to use these, and you could send me it as attachment. All right. We talked about modules. So typically when we have our discussion board, we'll have plenty of those. So you got to write at least a hearty paragraph. And it's disingenuous to call it a discussion board without the opportunity to interact with one another, right? So unless stated otherwise, you'll be responsible also for replying to at least one classmate's post. The idea being you want to impel a conversation forward. Don't just say, yeah, that's cool, or I agree, because that just ends the conversation right there. You want to impel it forward, right? And what that means is say, hey, what aspect of the post did you like, or you can extend it, or that's some things that we can do. So oftentimes many things will be due Sunday by 11:59 unless stated otherwise. So just be mindful of that. I already said, so we'll have 4 main essays. All of them will follow the writing process. So we'll have things to front load the topic, as well as our outline worksheet or brainstorm. And then based on that, you'll write a rough draft, and we'll have a workshop, and then you'll submit that as a final draft. So every essay will have a writing process. Writing, like most things in life, is a process. So in terms of participation and attendance and all that, well, if you are logging in and doing the work, then you're in attendance. Guys, it's easy to drop the ball. So just stay on top of things. Have yourself a schedule that works. So for me, I have a wall calendar. I write everything down, all the deadlines. This is my mission control. So now that we're starting a new semester, buy yourself is a hedgehog. Buy yourself a wall calendar or an agenda. You need somewhere to have your deadlines. And make those manageable goals for the day. Just have a system that is what works, and chunk things. Chunk your assignments, do them in parts. That's my recommendation. I struggled with ADD throughout my life, and this has helped me. Just chunking things, doing it in parts. That makes it more viable. All right, so something to note, the last day to drop without a W for our semester is 1st of March. Last day to drop the course is May 20. Remember, guys, if you're ever like doing badly in a class or you just don't want to take it anymore, it's better to drop it. That W is better than an F. The F hurts your GPA, but the W is just means withdraw. So let's say you want to transfer, and then you just retook the class. Then at the admissions, just say, "Oh, I withdrew this class, but we took it again. It's no big deal." I did it a lot. It's better to just drop if than to take the F. All right, when we submit, just so you know, please make sure to have doc, docx, or PDF. And automatically there's a Turnitin filter that it's going to go through, and that's going to check for things like, making sure you're citing, plagiarism is a big thing, and that means, doing your own work, and so that is all in there, as well as for AI. Like we're going to see in a moment my AI policy. So just so you know, I have a Turnitin filter that detects for these things. Yeah, make sure to have these formats, doc, docx, or PDF. If you're using Google Docs, make sure to convert it into one of these formats before submitting it. We already talked about late work. Oh, so for revisions, because writing is a process, I want to give this opportunity for you to revise your paper. That means going to writing center, meeting with a tutor, or if you have questions about the places where you can improve, you can reach out to me. So just you can revise, and you can send it a week after it's been graded to me for a revision for a better score. And that applies to the first 3 essays, not the last one, because that's due at the end of our class. Okay, so I was talking about this. So one of the big things in our subject, in 101, which you hopefully already took, is giving credit where credit is due. Citation practices are very key. So do your own work, give credit where credit is due. Don't use AI to write your papers, because if it does, this is my policy. So I know that there are contingencies. So on the Turnitin filter, it says the AI usage. So if it says 50%, okay, I let it go, there's contingencies. But if it shows 90% and up, then I'll consider that as cheating. And if it shows 90% or up, that's a 0. So it's not, and I may report it to the Office of Student Affairs. So it's not worth it. Just do your work. So that's my policy. All right, the Writing Center. This is a literature. It's a writing class. They're there to help. They're in ED 113. So please make it a habit to visiting with them. I remember when I was in college, I struggled with math, and I would go to the math center and I'd do my math homework there, and it was neat because there was tutors to help me. So make it a habit to go to Writing Center. If you need to speak to someone, maybe just having a hard day or just a hard time, student counseling and student services, room 147. Here's our DSPS room. If you need accommodations, please make sure to get those done as soon as possible and send me the document. Just so you know, by law, I'm a mandated reporter. So what that means is that any suspicion of things like abuse or neglect or threats of violence, etc., then I am by law mandated to report it. Citrus College is a safe space, so just know that you're protected. And also, even as simple as if you're ever on campus and you're feeling uncomfortable for some reason to walk to your car or just for anything, you can call campus security and they'll be there on the double to help. Even they can walk you to your car, which makes sense because some of us take late classes and it's dark when the class ends, right? Basic needs, what this means, if you experience food insecurity or housing insecurity, you can reach out and they are there to help. We have a Dream Resource Center, so this is a support for undocumented or DACA students. They're in the campus center, room 127. Here's their info, tech support. This is an online class, so you know, technology is valuable and they're here to help. You can call, you can go in person, they'll be able to help. They've helped me a ton. Yeah, even I was having issues with like email, and they helped me. But yeah, if you have issues with Canvas or anything, they're there to help. So this is just to get an idea of what some of the points will be like in our class. And our calendar will always say what we're doing. So we are on week 1. And it also says the week, let's say the date, the week of, in this case, February 19th, Week 2 is, and I just typically I'll do it by Sunday, so February 22, and so on and so forth. So we have 16 weeks. So that is our calendar, so make sure to check that out. And now briefly, let's look at our Canvas. Let's talk about what this is. So in the start here, you should have received already our welcome letter in your announcements. The Writing Center link is here for you. And yeah, please reach out. They're there to help. I'm on a communication plan, so like I said, you can contact me through my email or inbox, or we have a cafe lounge, which I'll show you where that is. It's a Q&A space. I'll do my best to respond as quickly as I can. And how you can expect me to communicate with you is through the weekly videos that I'll create for each week's module. To your email, to your inbox. You'll work with one another through things like discussion boards and workshops, peer review workshops, things like that. If you ever want to set up a Zoom, just let me know. Yeah, that's the main thing. Just let me know, and we can set that up. All right, what else? This is our syllabus. You can always look at it. Please always look at it. Look at our calendar and things like that, and I'll always be letting you know every week what to expect. So this is team building. It's a place if you want to share like a picture of your pet, or maybe you just did a hike or something. It's a place to build community, right? It's not for points, but it's just to share a little bit about yourself. Of course, it has to be appropriate. So for example, my favorite cat is a British short hair cat. So if we were to find a picture, I don't know, let's say this one. We were to find a picture, then simply you just go team building, you go to reply, and you can just drag it in. And then I'm going to put right here. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. I'm going to put, meow, I'm your class cat. Give me a name. And then you can make a cat with the keyboard. Boom. The eyes, the nose, the eyes, the whiskers. So you can give them a name. So that's how to publish a picture. If you want to do a video, let's say we go to YouTube. Oops, I'm having trouble typing today. I don't know, let's say Olympics. There's Olympics today. What's the Winter Olympics? I think those are rad. Oh, let's check this. This is con. So let's pretend we want this video. You go to share. You don't want this link because this is the link to the video. What we want is the embed code. So click embed, copy. Oh, video unavailable. Playback has been disabled. Oh, maybe that won't work. Let's say Dodgers. Highlights. It's almost baseball season. Let's try this one. Ooh, cool. Dodgers versus Blue Jays, the World Series. That was exciting. Okay, so go to share. You don't want the video link. You want the embed code. Copy. Reply again. Just go to insert, embed, paste the embed code, and voila, bada bing, bada boom, we got ourselves a video. So that is how you post a video and a picture. So this is just to build community, share a little bit of ourselves, like a GIF or a meme, something that's appropriate, right? Picture of your pet iguana or pet hamster, or maybe you just did an epic hike that you want to share or whatever. So there's that. This is the place for the Q&A. If you ever have questions, I'll be monitoring this throughout the term. So that's our Q&A space. I call it our cafe lounge. Drink yourself some cafecito and just settle in. And here is our module for this week. We start off with, you're watching this video, which is perfect, our icebreaker. So tell us your name, a little bit about your major if you have one, something you like to share. And so like for me, I would share that I can ride an electric unicycle. That'd be my random fact about me. And yeah, so post that here. And remember to also reply to at least one classmate's post to get full credit. Another thing, it's important that you have your profile picture because that's a big part of Netiquette, right? Remember the human. That is our main slogan for Netiquette. So you just go to click right here, profile, and just click the picture. And if you don't have one yet, upload it, please. All right. So because we're starting on Wednesday, this all the work from this first module will be due next Wednesday. So you'll have a week. After watching this video, you'll take this little quiz. It's unlimited tries. It's just some frequently asked questions. So make sure to do that. And then for this one, I want you to have a write-up of at least a page and a half, double spaced. And you're going to tell me what have your past experiences been like in English or / literature classes. If they were positive, what made them positive? If they were negative, what made them negative? Where do you feel you can improve and where are you strong? What do you expect writing in this class to be like? And what do you want to take away from this class? How can I help? So this one also due Wednesday. That is our work that we have for the first week. Now, very important that it's a very important. Listen up. You have to make sure that you actually log in work in this first week, because if you don't and you don't reach out to me, then I consider you as a no-show and I drop no-show. So I will drop you if you don't log in work on this first week. So, because that tells me, oh, you're not in the class. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. You can always check your grades and yeah. Welcome, everyone.